Hello, Buzzards, my name is Hotsusi and welcome back to Factorio Space Age, where last time we designed or finished designing Voyager 1, and in the meantime it is completely built up. Maybe I will send those back then. All we're missing are the railgun turrets, which we will pick out on our way to the outer system, where we want to collect some of the Promethium chunks. We'll pick them out at Aquila. We'll stock out up on fuel as we'll go along the way. So maybe now is a good time to think about what we need here. In the end, we will collect those chunks in order to be able to build Promethium science packs, which will also require the processing units. And let's pick up 1,000 from Aquila. That should be okay. I don't think we need anything more, but then we also have to set this up. We will go to Aquila. We will go towards the Shattered Planet. I would expect we will not make the whole way there. We will just fill up our cargo hold. And looking at this, we might have to extend this, but let's put in the stops first. And then here, before we go out, we want to ensure that our fuel is full, because it will just not do stopping in the middle of our journey, and because we are running out of fuel. So let's write here in orbit until we are fully stocked up on fuel, but as well on water and ammunition. So here we want to have 100k, and then ammunition we have normal red, yellow. We have the yellow tipped rockets as well as the red tipped rocket. There we will say just over 2,000 will be sufficient. We store 4,000 to have a bit extra on the side, and of course we will have similar conditions when we are passing back. Maybe here we also, on the way back, we want to have all requests satisfied so we can ensure that those are actually delivered, and these one we want to have from Aquila. And the way the rocketers work, they only have one slot for rockets. So you can see some have the red variant, some have the yellow one, but I think overall this works out quite nicely. We have a bit of a distribution. And when it comes to producing the actual science here, we will need to craft that in outer space, but we also need biter eggs, so I don't want to craft the science packs on our way and bring along biter eggs and quantum processors, while it would reduce the amount of storage we need, because for one bottle we need 25 chunks, and these chunks stack to 10, so they will take up quite a bit of space. And speaking of space, how we are looking, yeah, that's not so much, because the railgun ammunition, I think we have there 4,000. So I think we have to expand our cargo hold a bit here. We can do that. We have prepared the setup in a way where this can be done easily. So I will set up the other stops here, then we will make out the way to Aquilo, stock up on mainly the railgun turrets, and then we will see can I make, or can this ship make its way out towards the Shadowed Planet, collect the materials, make its way back, and while the ship makes its journey, we'll have to think about a space platform for the space science. Alright, see you on Aquilo. We have just arrived at Aquilo, and so far the throttling that I have added here for our fuel system seems to work quite nicely. We were always around about 100 kilometers per second, and if we have a look at our fuel supply, it never went below 90k, so I think that's pretty solid, pretty good. So now we just wait for the railguns, and maybe let's pause here, and then we can head actually out towards the Shadowed Planet. But while we are waiting here, maybe let's just add another platform in the Navis orbit. Prometheum Science Factory. Maybe not all in caps. Science Pack Factory. Right. And then we can think about designing something. And this can be pretty simple, because if we have a look here, we have a harvester platform where we collect the calcite. We also have a science production platform where we are producing the space science, and for those we need to harvest things the small chunks. But I think for the science packs here, everything is shipped up, so we only need to produce it. We need a bit of power to produce it, so some solar panels, maybe some accumulators, but basically I would think we can place everything around the hub here. So let's see if we make this that way, and then we need those plants here. Then can we just rotate this. Can fit one more in there. But then let's add a few solar panels here around. Right, and then some accumulators. Fill in those gaps. Not that it really matters, but here we then want to craft those science packs. Which means on here we need to request the ingredients, and we will request those from Novus because that's the only place where we will have them. These ones let's have 500. We need to be a bit conservative with the space because those stack to 10, so one row is 100. So maybe 300. That's 3 rows. Those stack to 100, I would assume. Then we will have various other things. Biter eggs also stack to 10, and we will also need 10 eggs for one science packs. So probably we will also want to have 100. But I will only add the eggs once we actually have the chunks available here. Promethium science production. Nice. And we probably need to fill those gaps, otherwise the system will not work. And on here we are still loading those supplies. We can ship down the empty bottles. Don't need those anymore. And hopefully we have enough space to store quite a bit of the Promethium science packs that we need. And eventually our turrets will be installed here. We are ready to go here. All our railgun turrets are set up and supplied, so let's just switch to automatic, head out there, and while we are on the way I can show you how I changed this a bit. We have way more solar panels. Also tried to improve the setup a bit with modules, bit of a mix with everything to get the most out of it. I still have to see how the efficiency module affect the whole thing, because we need to balance power production up here with power consumption, and currently we are here at over 8 megawatt per plant, and I think one quarter here, that's about 16, so that can supply 2 plants. But then we also have a few laser turrets here in between, because if the biter eggs spawn, we don't want to have biters here on our space platform. But let's see how we are doing here. This is a huge asteroid. If this comes in close to here, we should see it shot down. Yeah, nice. One shot kill. And I would expect it takes a while to get there because we are not moving all that fast, but that's also a benefit because then the asteroids don't head straight into our space platform, and we do have enough time to destroy them. So far the journey has gone quite well. Few things that I noticed is that all our, or most our rocket turrets are now equipped with the red-tipped, and that's basically because we have this setup here where we put it on the belt, and then it just prefers using the red-tipped rockets, which also means that in here our amount is dwindling, and there we go. We have officially won the game, but of course this is not what we are here for. Why go to the shadowed planet? Now I have removed all the other stations and we are purely traveling out to there. We probably have to keep an eye on what's going on out there, because soon I expect the Promethium asteroids to pop up, and I'm not sure if this insertion works or if we have to directly add it to the main core. But for that we would need to have first a few chunks harvested of this new asteroid type. There we have the first one. Should come in reach pretty soon. Yep, there it blows up, first stage. Then subsequent ones. Yes! Let's collect those. Belts are full, which means our threshold here should be lower. Okay, this does not work, which means we will go here. This direction, and there. Get rid of this. Ooh, they only stack to one chunk. Do we have to process them first? Let's see. Small. No. Yeah, Probably we will just travel out there until our cargo hold is full, make our way back, and then see what we can produce science-wise. I would imagine this process needs to be repeated a few times because, well, the first step is 1200, which means it's still quite a few bottles that we require. I have opted to go full productivity here because with the amount of promethium we can deliver from the outer solar limits, I don't think it matters that much how fast we are producing the bottles, because we will have run out of promethium chunks by the time the next ship comes back with more to produce. So we want to get as much out as we can with productivity, and power should not really be an issue because we just can plaster the whole thing with solar panels, and at this point probably not even all our factories are producing. We can see here we have a peak of reached of 23 megawatt, and we can nearly have 100 produced. So I think that will do for now, but I think this ship needs to make a few more trips back and forth. What I did change here is a bit of logistics. So we insert the two types of rockets based on the amount of rockets we have here on this line. So we should have a somewhat even distribution that comes in here, and then I also had to go around and make sure that some of the rocket turrets actually pick up the explosive rockets, because at the end they were all normal ones. And with that, I think I will just progress until we have quite a bit of science packs, so we can focus on the last setup that we have not done: research productivity. I think I have figured out the right way to steer this ship towards the shattered planet. I basically just have this as the only target, and then have an interrupt that directs it back to Navis if we are on the way towards the shattered planet, and if we do have enough ores collected. And there is something else that I figured out, because each of those extension modules have 20 slots. But if we look at a belt tile can hold 8 items. So this is a 4x4, and if I would cover the same space in belt, I can store 120 items instead of just 20. And that's basically what I did down here. I ripped out quite a few of the modules and added the belts here, and basically we can hold around 3000 chunks here on the belt, and that's how we run. Here is it when the belt is full. we make our way back. From a setup system, we can easily make it out to 100,000. We probably could even make it out further, but we would need more ammunition. And this ship has made a few trips, so this is already the second train that's loading. We had one delivery in our research lab down here, so I think let's see if we can actually do this. This will be the last research we have to uncover, and this will be the last episode of this series. I have something fancy planned for a next series, but I think in between I want to focus on a few things that I think, yeah, I really don't have certain aspects of the game mastered, and I really want to focus on those first, and I will put out a few tutorial-like videos on those topics. But for now, that's it, and with the productivity research for the lab research, I'm signing out. Until next time, goodbye!